This is Scott from MasterExcelTraining.com. So one of my students had emailed me a question, and instead of me just emailing him back, I figured let me just put a quick video together so that if anybody's having a similar question, they could see how I would handle this, situation. So the question was about my conditional formatting video. So his first part is he has a target number and an actual number. If the actual number is greater than the target, I want that cell to be green. If the actual is less, I need that cell to be red. And he did this by using the less than and greater than rule. Let me show you how I would do this, and then we'll get on to the next part. So we have a target number, and we have an actual number. So let's just say for this example, the target is 100 and the actual is 95 or 85. And we'll do 95. So the first part, if the actual number is greater than the target, we want it to be green. If the actual is less, we want it to be red. So I would just come into the Home tab to Conditional Formatting and just go to New Rule. And I'm going to say, use a formula to determine which cell to format. I want to make sure I'm in the cell I want to format, so I need to be in the actual dollars, right? So $95, let's say. Conditional formatting, new rule. And now I'm just going to say if the target is less than the actual, then I want that to be green, right? Because that means the actual is greater than the target. So if I come to format and go to say fill, and we can just pick a green, you pick whatever color you like. And now that's not the case here, so nothing's happening. So the next rule I want to do is go back up into conditional formatting, and I want to say new rule, again by formula. And now what I'm going to say is if the target is greater than the actual, I want that to be red. So we'll pick red. Let's go to more colors. So something. Let's just say red, and we'll make it, just so we can see what's going on. So now you see that the actual is less than the target. Now it's red. If I made the actual 105, that'll turn to green. Okay, so then that's part one. Now this third part, he needs the actual cell to be yellow if it is less than 3% below the target number. So how would I do that, right? So what I need to do is say if the actual is less than 3%, so say the target's 100, if the actual is between, let's say, 97 and 99.9, right? So that would be, or 97.1 and 99.9, that would be like 2.9 to 0.1% less. So I'd want that to be yellow. So how would I do that? Well, I'm going to make a new rule. So I'm going to come back to conditional formatting. And this time, same thing, formula. I am going to say if the target is greater than the actual, I want this to be yellow. Now right away you're going to say that's kind of like a conflict, right? Because the target's greater than the actual, it's the same as the red formula. So what I need to do now is modify that red formula, right? Because, let me show you. Come back to conditional formatting, and instead of new rule, I'm going to manage rules. Now I'm going to come back into my red formula, and now what I want to say here is, instead of saying the target is greater than the actual, I'm actually going to say the target times, we'll call it, it's got to be less than 3%, so I'll just say 0.97. So if 97% of the target is greater than the actual, make that red. Okay? So here if I have 95, it's yellow. And here if I have 97, it's yellow. Wait a minute, if I wanted anything less than 97, I want it red. So why is that coming up yellow? Well, one last step we have to do is go back into conditional formatting, manage the rules again, and I want to actually move this red rule up one, right? So now its first thing it's going to do is it's going to say, is the actual less than 97% of the target? Which would mean it's greater than a 3% difference. Make that red. If that's not the case, if it's not greater than a 3% difference, go to the next rule. Is it less than the target? So that would be in between 0 and 3% would be yellow. And if it's greater than the target, it would be green. Let's see if this works. So we already know if we hit 105, that should be green. If we hit 99, that should be yellow. And now if we hit 95, that should be red. And that's how I would solve that problem. I may just want to put something in if it's equal to, just so, because there's nothing really, no condition there. So, maybe I'll put a new rule and say if target equals actual, maybe I'll make that blue. So then that's blue. So now 101 is green. If it equals, it's blue. If it's within 3%, it's yellow. And if it's less than 3%, it's red. Well, I hope that helps you out. And if you are having a similar situation, that's how I would do it. You'd build the formulas and you put them in the priority that you want to see them work. So it goes from the first priority, does that formula, then it goes to the second priority. All right, thanks a lot. This is Scott from Master Excel Training. And any questions, comments, just let me know. I hope you enjoyed this Excel tip. If you did like this video, please hit like and please subscribe to my channel so you never miss any of my Excel tips and tricks. And please check out my complete Excel training course on udemy.com. I'm offering all of my YouTube viewers an 80% discount on the complete course. Just click the link below or use the promo code YouTube80. This course is currently 8 hours long and is broken down into 3 sections. You have the basics and beyond, then you have section 2, ultimate reconciliation and analysis, and lastly, pivot table domination. So check it out, click the link, and save 80%. Till next time, this is Scott, signing off.